and welcome to the news live from Cannes in a new location now. So we're very happy and grateful to the friends at Zephyr who are sponsoring us on this boat tonight for a party for us and for our friends. I'm here with my good friend Kenna. And Chris, thanks for coming.
Pleasure.
Chris has had a banner year, and I'm really happy. And by the way, I owe him a lot because at our London Brand Safety Summit, at the end of the day, asking questions of our speakers all the way onto the end, making it entertaining. Chris, thank you. Yeah,
It's
thank
an
you.
absolute
Really,
pleasure. It's a
really
good summit.
Yeah, good times. So before we kind of get into the meat of it, we're doing the news live from Cannes. And the reason we think it makes sense for us to do the news is because we've been thinking lately that as we expand Brand Safety Summit, Brand Safety Week, current events and brand safety just go hand in hand, right? Because if something happens in data protection or privacy or piracy, what have you, it's essentially news. You think that makes sense?
Yeah, because it's important. So, you know, the safety of online users, the brand safety and its reason, its use reason across hate speech, across children's welfare, across that. Yeah, I think if there's something that is current topic that's changing the mindset or might even just be a technical change in law or something like that, then yeah, I think it's important enough. We've got to keep people safe. That's right. The point of what what you do. You remind everybody of how they need to do it. I do the same. You know, running a global media agency, we need to make sure that the media is safe that we're using.
Gotta be. So, and we'll get into that. But now the fun question.
Yeah.
You've been in Cannes a couple days.
Yeah.
What's the coolest, craziest, most fun thing you've seen since whenever you got here?
I am going to be controversial and say I have never seen so many people that look like me till this year's Cannes.
It's pretty awesome.
You know, like I've been speaking for the last few years about, well, the few years before the missing 2 years. And no one never looked like me. And I mean, we've been very good. We've brought about 70 of our own staff here. So we've got our own villa, we've got our own boat, and we've got, LGBTQ+, Muslim, Black, different abilities, etc. Because that, our team is very diverse like that. But I've been looking at other parts of Cannes, and it's getting better. I mean, it's a long way to go.
Yeah.
But it's getting better. So that's what I'm going to give a shout out. Because that's good to see.
You know, when we were back in New York, you actually told me something about who got to come from your team to Cannes. So actually share that.
Well, we just asked everybody, and a senior person couldn't come out without bringing a junior person with them.
Okay.
That's the rule. And I push that out to the whole industry. That's what you should be, this is great. Cannes is fantastic because a lot of very clever people all come together and, get to stand on boats with the Riviera behind us chatting. But it's pointless if other people can't be inspired by it. It's pointless. What's the point to be here?
Totally.
So you need to bring the industry needs to be looking at these clever people, and being inspired by it.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, the creatives are here, right? And that makes a huge difference. That's really what makes Cannes different. The creatives are here. Again, it's people. So you, Brandon Vance, Chris.
Yeah.
What do you, like, if you're going to say one or two things that you want to accomplish this week, what are they?
I just want to, and I already have been hourly seeing the faces of inspiration on the team. I know it sounds a bit wet, but we've just literally just stepped off a panel. We had Jerry Dakin, we had YouTube, we had Rebecca from YouTube on, and then just the team, everybody asking questions, getting involved. It was really cool.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to get. I want more of that. We've got a couple of panels every day. I want them to meet and be inspired and realize that there's some things wrong with the industry, but there's a good reason to stay here. There's a good reason to help make the change. And the last time I seen that, it was on a Sky TV drama called Riviera. So it really was.
I know. It's really great. And actually, we got lucky. The weather kind of cooled down a little bit, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're doing the news live from Cannes. So our goal is to get, executives like yourself to give us some input on what's going on in the world. So here's the question. Will Elon actually, and some news is broke since we started this, but anyway, will Elon actually buy Twitter? But more importantly, what does that mean for content moderation on the big platforms?
Will he buy it? Yes, because, you know, no offense to someone I've never met, but his ego won't let him not buy it. So, yeah, the answer to that is a resounding yes.
Yeah.
But and what will it mean to content moderation? I don't know. You'll have a different opinion, but I don't know if it'll change that much because someone owned it before him.
Yeah.
You know, now it's gone to a board and it's a public company, but someone did, you know, the guy, Jack. Dorsey, is it? You know, so
well, you could argue, right? You could argue that the reason Jack founded his business, smart guy.
Yeah.
You can argue the reason he had to leave is because he made a decision to ban Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Right. Part of the whole ethos of these platforms is they're going to stay down the middle, like it or not.
Yeah.
We're going to be right down the middle. As soon as he moved to the left, he had to go.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever Elon's politics are, we could talk about politics or not.
Yeah.
Right. He's not right down the middle necessarily. Right. So the point is, like, with a guy like him who's going to have an opinion, does that change the way platforms operate?
I would like to think, because the guy is an inspirational entrepreneur that's built up some pretty damn amazing companies, I'd like to think that he's going to allow the leadership of the platform to put up whatever unbiased barriers are needed to stop it being his play toy.
Yeah.
You know, it is a business. It's a money-making business. There's a lot of people here right now that spend a lot of money on that platform.
Yeah.
And so it isn't, yes, he's very active on Twitter, but does buying it mean that he's going to just make it like, you know, like oligarchs do with football teams? I don't know if it will. I think he'd be silly because it will tumble, and he'll have just spent a whole lot of money on something worth nothing if he does.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think that's the biggest challenge he's got, right? Which is trying to stay down the middle because he's he's got an opinion. Right? God bless you. Everybody should have an opinion. But if you own a company that's the newspaper, you may not get the right to shout it all the time. You know, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. All right. Well, anyway, thank you for doing this. You know, next time we're going to see you is in New York, of course. You know, Chris. So tell me about the New York office. Like, you've spent time building it up. Just give us a quick plug.
It's going well, and anyone in the US that wants to work with us, get in touch. But no, I'm enjoying it. New York. You know, we're a European company because we're founded in the UK. But it's good to see brands on the US side of the pond are just as engaged with diversity, just as engaged on reaching everybody, more consumers, no matter what background they come from. So yeah, it's going good.
Awesome. Well, thank you. And thanks everyone for watching. That's the news live from Cannes.